Hi there. Have you ever felt stuck when speaking English? Do you pause too much because you're searching for the right words? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many people struggle with hesitation when speaking English, but today I'm going to share some simple and effective tips to help you speak more smoothly and naturally. Let's start by understanding why this happens. One of the biggest reasons people pause a lot is lack of confidence. They're afraid of making mistakes, so they hesitate before speaking. Their mind keeps asking, is this the right word? Or am I making a mistake? But by the time they decide, the conversation has already moved on. Another reason is not knowing enough words. Sometimes, when you can't find the right word, you stop speaking completely. This makes your speech sound broken. That's why building vocabulary is so important. Overthinking is another common problem. Many people try to translate sentences from their native language into English while speaking. But languages have different structures, so this slows them down and creates long pauses. Instead of thinking in your language first, you need to train your brain to think directly in English. And finally, nervousness makes things worse. When you feel nervous, your brain doesn't work as fast. Even words you already know suddenly disappear. That's why it's important to practice speaking confidently. Now that we know the reasons, let's talk about how to fix this problem. Think in English instead of translating. Many learners translate in their head before speaking, but this takes too much time. Instead, practice thinking directly in English. A simple way to do this is by describing your surroundings in English. For example, if you're walking outside, think the sun is shining. The air is fresh. I see a bird in the sky. This helps your brain get used to processing thoughts in English. Use filler words. Pausing completely can make your speech sound unnatural, but native speakers use small words to keep the conversation going. Words like, well, actually, so, or I mean, can give you time to think without awkward silence. Instead of stopping, you can say, well, I think it's a good idea. I really like that movie. This makes your speech sound more natural. Try the shadowing technique. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating their words immediately, like an echo. This helps you speak quickly and smoothly without pausing. You can do this with English videos, audiobooks, or podcasts. Just listen to a sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly the same way. Over time, your brain will learn to speak without hesitation. Stop aiming for perfection. Many learners pause because they want to say everything perfectly, but fluency is about communication, not perfection. If you forget a word, don't stop speaking. Instead, explain the meaning in a different way. For example, if you forget the word refrigerator, you can say, the machine that keeps food cold. This way, you keep the conversation flowing. Now, let's talk about how to train your brain to think and respond faster in English. Learn phrases instead of individual words. Instead of memorizing single words, learn useful phrases. For example, instead of just learning opinion, learn in my opinion. This way, when you need to express an opinion, the full phrase comes out naturally. Listen actively and predict conversations. When you listen to English, try to guess what the speaker will say next. This helps train your brain to think ahead and respond faster in conversations. Copy native speakers. Find a speaker you like, maybe from a TV show or a YouTube video, and try to copy their way of speaking. Pay attention to their speed, rhythm, and pronunciation. The more you listen and imitate, the more natural your speech will become. Now, let's practice with some fluency exercises. The 1-minute speaking challenge. Pick a topic and try to speak about it for 1 full minute without stopping. If 1 minute is too hard, start with 30 seconds and slowly increase your time. Story retelling. Listen to a short story or watch a short video in English. Then, try to retell it in your own words. This helps you think in English and form complete sentences. Speed conversation practice. Set a timer for 2 minutes and try to speak as quickly as possible without overthinking. You can do this alone by talking to yourself in the mirror or recording your voice. Use speech-to-text apps. Speak in your phone and see how much it correctly transcribes. This helps you check your pronunciation and fluency. Finally, let's talk about mindset, because confidence is just as important as practice. Accept that mistakes are part of learning. Many people pause because they're afraid of making mistakes, but mistakes actually help you improve. Even native speakers make mistakes, and that's completely normal. Focus on communication, not perfection. Your goal is to express your ideas, not to sound like a textbook. If people understand you, you're already successful. Speak with confidence. Even if you're not 100% sure about what you're saying, act confident. If you hesitate or doubt yourself, people will notice. But if you speak with energy and a smile, people will focus on your message, not your small mistakes. Now, let's do a quick recap of everything we learned today. People pause when speaking English because of a lack of confidence, limited vocabulary, overthinking, and nervousness. To reduce pauses, think in English, use filler words, practice shadowing, and stop aiming for perfection. To train your brain for faster speech, learn phrases, listen actively, predict conversations, and imitate native speakers. Fluency exercises like the 1-minute speaking challenge, story retelling, and speed conversations can help you improve. Confidence is key. Accept mistakes, focus on communication, and speak with energy. So, here's your challenge. Pick one technique or exercise from today's video and practice it this week. The more you practice, the more fluent you'll become. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more English-speaking tips. Also, leave a comment below and tell me, what's your biggest challenge when speaking English? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.